Hi you guys, I just finished filming a tutorial on hair, which is why I have like so much makeup on, so I don't want to scare you guys on this channel. I usually don't wear this much makeup, not even in real life, as they say. I'm filming in my living room, and my husband and my little one are just a few feet away. My little one is playing with their little push toy, so I've got that background noise. You guys only have to deal with it when you watch my video. I have to listen to that all the time. Actually, I've kind of become numb to it. Okay, so I wanted to get to the questions that you guys were asking me about the Invisalign. And I'm just going to go through them just like one by one. If there's any duplicates, and I'm going to go ahead and just like skip over it or say that that person asked the same question. So the first question that I got is, do I think it's better than braces? It depends. It depends what your reason is for getting the Invisalign or the braces at all. For me, the pros for getting the braces or for getting the Invisalign versus the braces was that with the Invisalign, because I have a professional office job, which requires me to have management responsibilities, I feel like because of that, like wearing braces would have really diminished the authority that I kind of have to give off with, even with like first impressions and stuff like that, meetings that I have to have with people that are considered to be very important. I couldn't see myself attending these important meetings or representing my company with a with braces. Sorry, my husband just took a picture of me. Okay, so yeah, so that was one of the benefits, is that I was able to take them off anytime that I needed to, or if I was wearing them, you couldn't even really tell that I was wearing them. So that was a big plus. In that sense, they are better than braces. Now, in the sense of how straight your teeth end up, I would have to say that braces are hands down much better than Invisalign. And this has been my experience personally. And it's also been the experience of those that I have interviewed about this product, because there have been other people that have said, you know, at the end of the day, once you finish your Invisalign treatment, your teeth aren't as straight as they would have been had you have worn braces. So it's going to depend on how straight you want your teeth versus how much you want to show how the braces are going to look on your teeth. So if you care more about the way that you look during the treatment rather than after, see, because my teeth before weren't that crooked to begin with, and I'll show you guys the before picture. So I knew that no matter what, whether I got braces or whether I got Invisalign, the end results were going to be very similar, because like I said, my teeth weren't that crooked to begin with. The next question is asked by Roseline5, and she wants to know if it was worth it. I would have to say yes, because like I said in this video, my insurance did cover a portion of the cost, and also that year I had a little bit of extra money to spend on myself, and I would have to say yes, definitely it was worth it, because even though the change in my teeth was very minimal and not very obvious, to me, seeing myself every day in the mirror was a huge difference. And actually, the funniest part is that I never told anybody that I was going through the treatment, and friends and family never noticed. The only comment I ever got was people were asking me, did you whiten your teeth? And the reason why that was coming up was because since I had crooked teeth, the shadows from the light were making my teeth seem dark in certain spots. And so now that my teeth were straightening out a little bit, when the light would hit it directly, it was pretty bright. And so people would always ask me, did you get your teeth whitened? So was it worth it? Yes, I would say yes, it was. Fast Learner 86, and they want to know how old I was when I got it and how many years did I have to wear them. I was just about 31 when I got my Invisalign, and I believe that I started wearing them somewhere around like July or May through July, I don't remember, of 2010 through March of 2010. So it was only just like a few months. Chunky to Hottie0214 wants to know how much does it cost? And at the time when I got them, which was in 2007, it cost $5,000. And she wants to know if it's like a clear retainer. And I just wanted to kind of show you guys. This is my retainer, and this is what it looks like. It's not completely clear, but it's kind of like opaque, kind of like a plastic material. When you put it on, you can't see it. This is my retainer. And then if you're not, see, I'm not used to wearing them anymore. And then the retainer is a lot thicker, so right away you can hear my lisp. When I was wearing the Invisalign, after a few days I got used to it and there was no more lisp. But I only wear my retainer to go to sleep, so that's why it sounds funny. And then she also wanted to know do we have to take it out when you eat? Yes, absolutely. You have to take your retainer out every single time that you eat, which, if you are trying to lose weight, is a major plus, because you won't want to eat as much, because every time you take it off, especially when you get a brand new tray or whatever, it really hurts to put them on and to take them off. Like really, 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 you feel like all your teeth feel so loose. It feels like if you pull it off, like you pull the tray off, it feels like all your teeth are gonna fall out at the same time, which of course they're not. But that's what it feels like. So it's like every time you take them off, it feels so sore. It feels like your mouth has been punched a few times, and like all your teeth are like loose. So you do have to take them off to eat. And then that's one of the things that I really hated about it, is when you take them off to eat, once you're done eating, you have to like brush your teeth and make sure you brush off any food or anything like that. You have to, like, wash everything off and then brush the actual trays to make sure that everything is clean, and then you can put them back on. The only time you don't have to take them off is when you drink water. Okay, and so the other question that people have been asking is how much they are, which I already said they're about $5,000, but it depends where you go. Do they hurt? Yes, they hurt. It hurts when you put the trays on. It hurts when you take them off. But after a few days, the pain goes away because your teeth start to adjust to the tray. And does the insurance cover it? It's going to depend on your insurance. The way you can find out is you're going to ask for your dental insurance's benefit summary, and then you're going to check the orthodontics section, and that's where you'll see how much orthodontic service is covered. And if you're still not sure, after you read the benefit summary, you're still not sure, you can contact your dental insurance. There should be an 800 number on your card or on your application when you signed up, and just call them and ask them if they cover a portion of it. My insurance covered 50% of it, which was awesome. And after that, yes, they did allow a payment plan, which was another question that came up. Okay, I'm looking through more questions. People want to know how I keep my teeth white. I'll get back to that one. How much is the consultation? Usually the consultation should be free. You should be able to walk in and, make an appointment and then talk to someone about it. There are financing options if you don't have insurance, yes. And is each visit included in the original price? Yes. Are there any hidden fees for anything? I'm trying to think if they ever tried to sell me anything. No, they didn't try to sell me anything. I think the only thing is, I know that I was a little bit worried because my my retainers weren't really that comfortable, and so I wanted to know. I called to find out how much it would cost to get a replacement, and it was like $300 to replace my retainers, and so I was like, oh no. So I think there's that. Hidden fees? No, I don't think so. It's all about what you want to use at home. Like, for example, if you want to clean these, you're obviously going to need, you know, a toothbrush, toothpaste. You can buy like a separate toothbrush, a separate toothpaste. The other thing that came in handy was to have like a little file, a separate file, not one that you use for your nails, but just a separate one to kind of file down any of the edges that were too sharp and kind of bugging and picking into the, like, your gum area. But yeah, hidden fees, no, there aren't any. I think that's going to depend on your dentist or your orthodontist. But for mine, there wasn't anything else. It was just the trays that I would go for. I know that when I went a couple of times, they did ask me if I wanted to get my teeth cleaned. And I told them no because I was already going to my regular dentist. SRY, Sri, I'm not, oh. Sorry, I'm not perfect. SRY, I'm not perfect. Once she says, I had braces before, but I had 6 wisdom teeth. 4 have been taken out, but I still have 2 left. My wisdom tooth was not taken out before I got my braces, so 2 of my teeth in the front are messed up because of that. I wanted to know if Invisalign could fix that or if I need to maybe get braces again. I think I would recommend that you get a consultation because I can't see your teeth, so I don't know what messed up means. But my 2 front teeth here, the problem with them is that they were kind of like this instead of being like that. They were kind of like crowded, and that's what they ended up having to fix. And as you can see, they're not perfect. You can see this one's still a little bit crooked, and this one's a little bit crooked. I'm going to kind of give you a background into my what happened to my teeth and see if maybe that's the same thing that happened to yours. My teeth were pretty straight as I was growing up, and then my wisdom teeth came in, and that crowded my teeth, and so all these down here and all these up here in the front got crowded. Another thing, when I was growing up, my family was really poor, and so we never went to the dentist. I know. So it wasn't until I became an adult and I had my own job that I started going to the dentist. And when I had my x-ray done, I think I was like 20 years old. They checked my teeth, they did an x-ray, and they found out that I had a baby tooth on this side. You know how all your teeth kind of grow down like this? Well, my baby tooth is like this, and the rest of my teeth are like that, and my baby tooth is like this. And so that also caused crowding, and so I have these 2 that are crooked and these down here that are crooked. Another thing, these 2 front teeth, like most teeth, okay, they're like shaped like this, right? Like if you look at it from the bottom, if you were to pull my tooth out and then flip it like this is what it would look like, right? It's like just like that. Well, mine are shaped kind of like, it's hard to describe, but it's kind of like one side is like thicker than the other. So in my case, this side right here, like this corner, is thick. And then, so like both my teeth, I'm sorry if I'm confusing you guys, but like if these are my 2 front teeth, they're kind of like 2 triangles, like that, and then like that. You know what I mean? So like they're not one size, and so that kind of makes them stick out even more. Like even if these were to be straightened out more, what would happen is if I wore the braces, I would end up having a gap in the middle. It's like a whole thing. So yeah, so that's my background. I would say get a consultation. It should be free. If not, ask around, see if maybe you could find it somewhere else for free. And I would say yes, but I don't know what your teeth look like, so hopefully that answer helps you. Okay, and then Vintage Extreme wants to know if insurance will cover them. Yes, usually it does. It depends on your insurance. It's not considered well, it is considered cosmetic, but it is something that your insurance company should cover depending on the insurance. Bloodwind Fosh or Fash or Fac. She says, I'm a dental nurse in the UK and Must say we don't use this kind of thing here very often. We tend to do fixed braces much more. They're a lot more socially acceptable now for adults to have them now. I'm looking forward to this video so I can watch it and see how you found them. Okay, well, overall my opinion on the Invisalign is that for me it was perfect because I never had to wear the metal braces. I was able to take them off as much as I needed, and I was pretty good about never losing them. I was really good about making sure that I wore them all of the time that I need to. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they told me that I had to wear them at least, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I think it was like at least 14 hours a day. It might have been 20 hours a day minimum, but I would just like leave them on. I would never take them off except to like brush my teeth and to eat. And then the other thing is, once I got my retainers, they told me that I need to wear them forever for at least 14 hours per night. So it's like right before I go to bed, I put them on, and then I sleep with them, and then sometimes I even go running with them on. So overall, my experience, like I said, was great. I think that if I would have had braces, my teeth would have ended up being much more straight, but I'm not complaining. Okay, and then Chelsea is lovely. She says, I've been wearing this for a long time. I've been considering this for a long time. How expensive is it? Which I already mentioned. It was about $5,000 in the year 2007, 2008. How long did you have to wear them? And I wore them for just a few months. Did you take them out when you ate, or did you wear them 24/7? I wore them 24/7, and I took them out when I would eat food, or when I would, brush my teeth. And then Delimar says, other than the obvious questions, pricing, insurance, the time that I had them, which was a few months, what is the process of using them? Okay, so the process of using them is basically you just slip them on. These are my retainers, but they look similar, and you just wear them. You wear them all day long. That's just like this. And like I said, you will have a lisp in the beginning, but eventually, as you speak a little bit more, you get used to it and you stop having the lisp. Like I said, I have a lisp again because I don't wear these anymore during the day. I only wear them at night when I sleep, and obviously I'm not talking. The other thing is, once you're at night, you take them off. Hold on a minute. I'm actually going to take them off, but I don't want to take them off in the camera. Okay, so I just took them off, and what you do is every time you eat or you're going to drink something, you take them out. You can rinse them off under some water if you're close to water. If not, just kind of wipe them down with some tissue, and then you put them away. Once you're done eating or drinking, then you're going to brush your teeth, and you're going to brush your Invisaligners. And most people will say that they won't brush them after eating, but personally, I just thought it was better to kind of like brush them before I put them back in. And then the other thing is, when you wake up in the morning, you have to brush your teeth and you have to brush your Invisalign, because a gross thing that happens, and if you have Invisalign, you can relate to this, is all the tartar that your teeth accumulates at night will also accumulate on your Invisaligners. Isn't that gross? But yeah, you'll wake up and you'll look at your Invisaligners and they have like tartar on them, so that's pretty disgusting. So you've got to make sure that you wipe those down. The other thing you can choose to use is like a denture cleaner. You can put these in water and then put the denture cleaner in there, and that's pretty safe. I know for a fact that these Invisaligners you cannot use under hot water. So be really careful, because I've heard of people damaging their Invisaligners by running them under hot water. It actually deforms the liners. Okay, so Delimar751 also asks, I heard you have to change to a new Invisalign retainer every 2 weeks. Yes, it is true. And the cons about that is that you actually have to go to your orthodontist office every 2 weeks. So like if you go to the dentist twice a year, and you know how much of a hassle it is, having to go every 2 weeks to get a new retainer is a pain in the butt. I think there are some places now that will actually mail them to you, which is awesome. But I prefer to go into the orthodontist office because they always make sure that it actually fits well, and they'll like make sure that the progress is going well and all that stuff. So if you've got like real serious issues, I would rather go in person. What are the pros and cons? The pros are that, you know, you can't see them. You can take them off anytime that you want. Let me see what else. I would say that's about it. The cons are having to go into the orthodontist office every 2 weeks, the pain that you endure, sometimes even like deciding that, you know, that you don't want to wear them anymore and you take them out. That's a con, because then you have a higher chance of you know, reducing the effectiveness of the actual product. And how do I rate it? Braces versus Invisalign. I keep saying over and over, braces are definitely going to give you much better results, in my opinion, and in the opinion of those that around me who have had this product and who have kind of ended up with them similar results, where it's like not completely straight. Whereas people who have braces, if you notice, you can tell when people have braces, their teeth are like perfectly straight. There's like no gaps, no nothing. It's like smooth. So yeah, so I would have to say those are the only two differences. I showed you guys some before and after pictures so you guys can see that it is effective. You are going to see change, so it's not like you're going to waste your money. It's just not going to be like an orthodontist's dream. You're not going to have like perfectly, beautifully straight teeth unless your teeth are already perfectly shaped and don't need very much adjustment. The other thing that you're going to notice that they will do is not only the oh, there are a couple things I didn't mention. There's a couple of things that are not painful but are scary about the Invisalign. One of them is that sometimes they'll put like a little anchor, which is like this material that they'll put on your tooth, and it'll just be there, and then it'll like they'll put like a little dent in the actual retainer or the actual Invisaligner, and when you snap it on, it kind of like hooks onto that little thing that they put on your tooth, and it serves kind of as an anchor so that it helps align your teeth. But it is a little bit scary when you see them putting that thing on your tooth, and also it is kind of annoying to have it there because they're like, do people see that on my tooth? Are people going to think that I have like corn on my teeth or something like that? So that's one thing. And then the other thing that's really scary is that in some cases, especially when there's like too much crowding and not enough shifting, they have to literally like shave your tooth. So they'll take like this real thin saw and like basically just like, you know, thin out your teeth so that when they're shifting, they'll actually have space to move. So that's kind of creepy. I mean, like the first time I did it, I got a little bit scared because they had to do the area between this tooth and this tooth. They had to shave it, and it was like that whole middle part of your tooth is like gone forever. Like you're never going to get it back. And you do end up having a gap until the teeth actually shift and it closes that gap. So that's like a real scary part. You're like, oh my God, I'm always going to have this gap in my tooth. But no, it's just so that it can shift. So yeah, so those are all the things. Man, I'm really sorry this video is so long, but I really wanted to keep it very informative. I'm going to add some more points and continue to answer your questions on this video and the other video that I made, just in case I miss anything. So take care, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.